Hi, Julie Jules Cruise Companion. Today here I am in my little house in Jordan, and I am finalising some of the logistical things that I need to have the entire place in my own name, and I'll put a couple of clips in to start with about the last few days with my experience getting the utilities, the water and the electricity put over into my name. Okay, a little bit of an update, trying to get all of the utilities put into my name for the house in Amman in Jordan. So getting the water done was quite easy. I carried my passport, my cushion and my water bill. It cost me 40 JD to change it over, plus I had to pay the water bill, which was 2 JD and 1 JD for the parking. But then when it got to paying the electricity, we got to the electricity provider, and my cushion was dated 4 months ago, which is December, and it could only be 3 months. So then we had to go back to the Lands Authority to get a fresh cushion with a more updated date on it, which is May of 2024. But we get there and the company only does it online now. The government agency only does it online. Then we had to download the app, and then I don't have a phone, so it all had to go through I'll set up the account, blah, blah, blah. So that was fine. We already had an account because the solicitor had already sorted that. And then we had to go and get it printed out, and that was a nightmare in itself. I have contacted the lawyer to set up a will for the property here in Amman in Jordan, because it needs to be taken care of. So all of these little amounts, so initially we were quoted about 700 JD to get a Western person converted onto the utilities here in Amman in Jordan, but so far with my national ID number, they have only charged me, well, a reasonable administration fee, which was $40 for the water, and we'll have to see tomorrow when we get back to the electricity shop how much they charge me. So this is a crazy little update about changing over the utilities into my name. The utilities have been pretty good. 2 to 5 JD depending on the weather for the electricity. Was highest was about 15 or 20. Now yesterday the electricity man came, and the electricity didn't have a security, what do you call it? It's a little cord with a crimp on it, a security. So he put that on, and we thought he was actually asking us for a tip or a bribe, that he was not going to charge us much money for that, but we just played dumb. And he said that it should cost us about 30 JD, and when we have to go in today to pay that to get the insurance and everything put over into my name for relation to the electricity. Water was really easy. So some of the other things that I have done since I arrived is the settee. I brought over with me some cleaning products, some leather cleaning products. So I have cleaned the settee. I have taken all of the covers off the couches again, and I have washed them. So everything is on the surface smelling nice. I still maybe should put the cushions, the actual physical cushions, out into the sun for an hour or so just to kill the inside. We want to have a writing desk, so I've been designing and looking at different armoires so that when this settee goes, hopefully today, it's been 3 days, it hasn't gone yet, and all the things that I haven't wanted that was here when I arrived, that will go, and then I'll be able to put a writing desk and armoire just in this space, just here. So what had happened is I had been paying for the Wi-Fi and the internet, and for some mysterious reason that didn't get paid. So I've paid all that up, and now I have TV, which I don't normally have in Australia. What I have also invested in is I have brought over with me this particular lamp that has the temperature and the time on it and the date, because I just like to know the ambient temperature of a room, especially when it's outside. It's 37 and it's only 21 in here. It's quite reassuring. Now, this little tool boy, this is a combination fan and air filter. Down the bottom is an air filter that has a charcoal air filter, as well as a ridged one, kind of similar that would be in your car's air conditioner. And that's an air filter that I put on for 2 to 4 hours a day, just to keep the air circulating. We had a manky rug, a rug that was black and red, and it was very dirty, and no attempt to clean it worked. So we ended up getting, this is the second rug that we've had in this space. The last one was a grey colour as well, and it just attracted the ash. But we are trying that again. The light fittings are dirty. We have got some new light bulbs that we are going to change the colour of the lights in this area, and we've got a bag full of light bulbs just here. Because the air conditioner draws a lot of power, two things we're going to do in relation to that is we're going to swap the air conditioner out. We'll pick up another one, an inverter one, which will be cheaper to run. It will be a smaller unit, so around it will have some damage or discoloration on the wall until the wall gets painted formally. But we just want to take that out, because then there's at least one of the two air conditioners. The other one is in the bedroom. That is cheap to run. The other thing that we have done is we have invested in 2 wall fans, and one is going to go into the wall in the bedroom to blow onto the bed. And we're assuming that when our helper person comes, we'll put the other fan potentially up here, so then it will be oscillating over the whole of the room, potentially. And we have that other freestanding fan, so we can move that around. And depending on how tall the armoire ends up being, I would like it about 180, which is about my height. There is the potential, depending on how high it is, that fan might be able to go up here and the air filter be in the centre of the room, but we'll just have to wait and see. The other thing that we have been looking for, but we haven't found yet, is a small shoe area to put the shoes, so that when you come in, you're not having to dump them right there in the front door and it looks ugly. And I want a shoe storage that you can't see the shoes. Now, everything in the single bathroom has just been, again, cleaned, and we're just going to leave everything as it is for the moment. This has become a dumping area for the electrical stuff for when we get that sorted. And I'm not sure if you can see, there's a blue light. Oh, it's just cancelled itself. It's just cancelled itself. I have bought a UVC light, which I put on for 45 minutes a lot in this room, which is the bathroom, which just has a mould infestation. So until we sort out the mould problem, I am just going to keep turning on the UVC filter and moving out. So I went and got just some cheap things like the laundry basket and stuff. Hopefully tomorrow the bidet will be moved out, even though we don't have an adequate tile to cover it where the sump, where the waste is. We'll just put a tile over that, and that potentially would open up some space for me to put some storage in there. I had a fit the other day and I said, I've got to get rid of this bathroom. But it's just can't afford it. Just cannot afford it at this point. So nothing has changed in this space here. In this space here, we have the new mattress, which is as hard as a rock. Then this is the eggshell that I brought over from Australia, which was not adequate. So then we went and bought a mattress topper, and I actually had a pretty reasonable sleep last night for the first time since arriving. And today, I think, is Thursday, so I must have been here Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's my 6 days. The other thing that has happened is we got Mohammed, the guard, to clean the windows. Gave him an extra tip for that. What else has changed in here? I already had the mats when I came last time. Oh, I just went and bought a lot of these power boards. And so there's just because not enough power points, so there's just got USBs. And then the other thing that I did was I went through what was here and threw some out, and that's the stuff that's on the settee that's going to somebody, and that's the linen that I will be happy to keep. Bought some gifts for some people, so I will give them when I see that person. I think that's about it of what I have. Still haven't figured out a decent place for the laundry. I did have it in the bedroom at one stage, but then that's just too much moisture in there. Mold doesn't seem to be an issue in this room, but I have done the UVC in here each night for 45 minutes. When the guy comes to help us on Friday to do all these chores, putting up the fans and stuff, going to take down this light fitting because we think it's silver. It's just filthy. So we had done all the other cleaning, like the cleaning of the stove, etc., and that's still pristine. I've used that once. I'll put a photo of what I've cooked so far in here. The damage to the kitchen has not actually increased over the last 4 or 5 months that I've owned the property, potentially because it was all of the exhaust that was being drawn up and moisture going nowhere because the filter was previously pretty blocked. So we're suspecting that once that damage gets fixed, it's not going to be an ongoing problem. Eventually, that first water bottle that we had, we filled, got a new one, so that was okay. And what I have done is I've just bought some frozen items so that I can do more home cooking rather than eating out all of the time. Got some fresh beds for the bathrooms and the kitchen, which we were just using plastic bags. So the next big thing today is to pick up the new air conditioner unit and from there have it installed and doing the final payment to the electricity company, and all the formal stuff is complete. And I will try and get in another video a summary of all of the costs of what it was to purchase a property here in Amman in Jordan. This is Julie Jules Cruise Companion, or Retire at 60, or Jules in Jordan, Exploring Jordan with Jules, depending on which social media. Jules in Jordan, TikTok. There's an interesting platform. Stay safe, everybody, and happy travels. Come and visit Jordan. Amazing place.